Good morning. Live like no one else, so one day you can live like no one else. That's one of the famous quotes for Dave Ramsey. And I love that quote. Are you willing to do a little bit of sacrificing now, today, so that one day you don't have to and you can live like nobody else? That is what I am trying to inspire and encourage each one of y'all to do. And so it's about time. It's about time for you to decide whether 2024 is going to be your year or not. All the way up to this point, I've been giving you some really great tips and techniques. Basically, I've given you the combination to unlock your wealth so that you can build wealth for generations to come. And I didn't make this stuff up. This is the combination that people have used over time successfully. It's not hard. You just have to be disciplined and be persistent in order to unlock that combination so that you can build a better future for your families financially. Now, I've been doing these videos every day and I really need your help. I'm not sure what time is the best time for me to be doing these. So if you don't mind, if you would put in the chat, whether you are listening to this live or listening to a replay, I would greatly appreciate it. That's going to help me determine when that I drop these videos so that the most people can see those. So if you don't mind, hit the like button and then just simply comment whether you're watching this live or a replay. So we've been going at it pretty hard and heavy for 17 days now because I am gearing up for a new cohort for spring 2023. So that means we got a few days left before we officially launch. And so I just want to get you in the mindset for you to figure out whether this is for you or not. If it's not for you, maybe it's for somebody else that you know. So here's a couple of questions to help you decide. Number one, does this make sense? Does it make sense to buy real estate as rental property, rent it out, use the rental income to invest in outside platforms, and then cash it out over time? Think about that. Does that make sense to you? Okay. To diversify, 3 different types of rental property: short-term, mid-term, and long-term. Just like diversification across different classifications of assets or other investments, my desire is to diversify against short, mid, and long-term real estate. Number 2, is it possible? Have other people successfully done this before? Well, of course. Of course. Investing in real estate is one of the most popular, easiest ways that everyday people have acquired and built large sums of wealth over time. Do you know anybody that has invested in real estate and been successful? Have you ever rented property? Do you know anybody that's ever rented property and paid money to a landlord? So answer that question. Is it possible to make money with real estate? Number 3, probably one of the most important things. Is it possible for me? Is it possible for you? Do I have the required $100 a month that I can set aside to basically build a better financial future for my family? If not, make this the last time that you ever have to say that, and think about it this way. How can I afford $100 a month to build a better future for my family? One thing that you could do is get a couple of friends together. I did put on there that you can join as an individual or join as a team. You could get 4 people together at $25 each per month. That is very doable. So you could sign up as a team. Number two, you could work a few extra hours. If you're making $15 an hour, that would be about 6 or 7 hours a month extra that you would need to work to earn $100 a month. What else could you do? You could find a side gig or something like that you could make an extra $100 a month. You could sell some stuff, right? It is possible if you just change your way of thinking from I can't afford it to how can I afford it? What that does is that puts your brain into a different mode. That question, I can't afford it, is a statement, but how can I afford it? That's a question. So then your brain goes to work, and throughout the day, you may not realize it, but your brain is working on that question to solve it because you've asked it a question. You'll be surprised if you change your way of thinking, how many solutions to your current problems that you will find rather quickly. Next, how soon can we get started? It's based on funding availability. So right now it is January the 18th, and we have about 13 days left in this month. So I want to go through some quick math with you right quick. If we started with one person and that person made 3 referrals within 24 hours, and that person did the same, that's starting with one person, y'all. This is not funny math. This is viral math. This is exponential math. There's nothing funny about it. You would start with 1, 3, 9. Look how many days it would take. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days if we started with one person. My videos have been getting a couple of hundred hits and views a day. So let's just say if we started with 100 people and each one of you that is listening to this was able to refer 3 people in 5 days, y'all. 5 days we could be fully funded. Again, it's not funny math. It's just viral math. But you have to get everybody, in gear, because if you're looking to raise capital with a few people have to put in a lot of money. But if you're wanting to, crowdfund a large amount of money, you've got to have a lot of individuals bringing to the table a few dollars each. So that's why it's incredibly important that we work quickly, we work timely, and we do everything within 24 hours. That way we can kind of stay on track. If get with your people today within 24 hours. Make it happen. Quit procrastinating, and let's get the ball rolling. So what could happen? We could be fully funded before the end of January. So let's say we reach our goal January 31st. As of February 1st, I could start making offers. Now, the offers that I'm going to be making is on turnkey properties, which I want to be rented and in place within 30 days. So that means basically the only thing that I want to do is go to the furniture store and pick out some furniture to fully furnish that and place an ad and put people in. So I should be able to easily do that within 30 days. So let's say if I made my offer, they accepted. Within March 1st, it is very possible that we could have our first tenants in the property paying rent by March the 1st. Again, it all depends on how well we work together as a team. And like I said, if you cannot afford to participate with $100 a month, get you a couple of friends together, split the cost. One of you will be the team leader, be the team captain. I've got that on the registration form. And then you'll be responsible for collecting the tuition and turning that into me so that everybody gets credit. Make sense? So what is the next step? Now the next step is everybody is up to speed on what it's going to take to get your financial house in order. And I want you to do that first. But if you're ready, if you are ready and you can put a team together or do it individually, you need to click the link down below, and that is the registration form. It's a Google document, very simple. Got a few questions on that to help me help you. And so you need to fill that out, follow the directions, and get started. And then within 24 hours, I respectfully request that you share this information with people that you know, that you trust, that you like, that you think would benefit from learning how to build an empire of cash machines through investing in residential family real estate in Northwest Florida. Again, this is total passive. You just watch over my shoulder. You don't have to do anything. There's no liability with it. There's none of that stuff that typically goes with landlord duties or anything like that. And then what we do is in November, we cash out, and 80% of all of the revenue that has been generated gets distributed back to all of the supporters. It's just that simple. The goal is to cash out fully every 3 years. And we'll be discussing that more in length as we go along. But again, today's topic, just basically think about this. You want to live like no one else so that one day you can live like no one else. And the only way that you can do that, y'all, is you've got to get started. Start small. Get your financial house in order so that you've got more cash available, and eventually you'll have quite a bit of money that you could put into a project like this. But right now, don't worry about it. Just start small, and you can start small with as little as $100 a month. Like I said, if you don't have $100 a month, get with a couple of buddies, 4 friends together. That's $25 a month. That's $1 a day. There is less than $1 a day. There is no way that anybody that's here on my Facebook feed can say that they cannot afford it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make this so affordable that anybody around the world, no matter what their financial circumstances, could afford to participate. So I look forward to you joining our team. We will have a meeting this Friday, and this is something that I failed to mention. Every month, the third Friday of the month, we have what's called a PIG meeting, and that is passive income generators. This is where we discuss building wealth, generational income, passive income, risk management, setting up your estate planning, all of that kind of stuff on the third Friday of each month. And so if you're a member of this, you will get to participate in that. And this is also where we talk about all of our income streams and how well they're doing and what we're putting our money into and all of that. So we've got people from around the world that's joined our PIG group, and that's where we basically come together to connect, partner, and profit. And you might find some people to collaborate with you in some projects as well. So that is this Friday on Zoom, and that is from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Central Time. And you are welcome to come join us this Friday. And if you have any questions or anything like that about this or anything else, you can feel free to join us at that time. So y'all have a wonderful afternoon. My name is Nancy Gaskins, sowing seeds of financial hope and entrepreneurial opportunity in communities around the globe. And I really hope that you will just internalize and memorize that Dave quote. Live like no one else so that one day you can live like no one else. Don't be ordinary. Don't be mediocre. Do the little extra and become extraordinary.